Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto live stream. And straight to the bat, XRP to be listed by Japanese exchange Tao on September 22nd, following the merge with SBI VC Trade. A little while ago, people were calling us out for being positive about the entire Japan culture surrounding XRP. I've told you guys for a very long time right now, Japan is going to be one of the most important areas for XRP's process, whatever you want to call it. You can't deny that anymore. It's just impossible. First of all, we have SBI, the joint venture between SBI and Ripple over in that area. That's a critical factor on its own. But more importantly, the country is more and more starting to open up towards XRP. We got a lot of exchanges over there. Some did delist it, which was mostly for liquidity concerns, but it's all pulling back. Again, right now we're getting another new listing, and that's mostly due to SBI, which again is also partially working with Stellar. It's not as if it's only Ripple, but since they have the joint venture and Ripple's doing a lot of stuff over in Japan right now that's involving them, it's kind of fun to see how there's multiple things that we as a community can really see going on due to SBI. So in short terms, Japanese crypto exchange Tao to start XRP trading in about 10 days. The exchange has recently merged with SBI VC Trade, an exchange belonging to a major Ripple partner. So that is very, very nice. Now, I also saw a lot of you guys in the chat box while I was not yet starting to stream. I even see it now. Let me quickly see who said it. Twin Force said it. He says, Canada acknowledge XRP as a currency, as a utility thing, but Coinberry is still not selling it and wants the holders to sell it before the 19th of October. So one thing to say about the entire Canada situation is I covered it and I was really excited about it, right? Hopefully you guys all saw the video where I talked about Canada being confirmed, basically, because over in Canada, they consider XRP to be a utility token and not as a security. Now, I noticed in the comment section, many people said that this is not a big deal. I even acknowledged that specific thought process over on Twitter because I saw from a couple of different places people saying, yeah, but does it do anything for the price? No? Okay, it's not a big deal. And this, I believe, is a very, very big misconception, guys. A lot of haters right now are trying their best to put some negative lights onto XRP, but I don't think they will survive. Why? Well, personally, right? Personally, I think that it's about the aggregate. So all these smaller things, they might not be the bam, the bam, the bam, 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 right? But ultimately, all these parts adding up, I think is going to be the aggregate of what makes XRP so huge, basically. I mean, the lawsuit is, I guess, an easy factor to say, oh yeah, it's going to pump the price easily. But for example, exchanges like the one in Japan just now listing it is nice. You can say whatever you want to, but it's nice to see those exchanges. Canada, or any country for that matter, accepting or at least not denying people to hold XRP, very nice as well. And once more, these things usually don't have a crazy effect on the price unless it's like a Coinbase or some, basically the entire Europe or the entire Asia in one announcement. That could pump the price. However, once more, I personally think that these things are very, very good. And people who want those quick riches all the time, I think they're going to get burned really quickly. But, to be honest with you, it's about the medium term in this sense, right? Even the longer term for that matter. I personally think, like Peter here says, the facts will speak for itself. Eventually, people will notice, right? And all those naysayers better go for something like SafePoint 2.0. If you want crazy gains within a couple of hours or a couple of days, this might not be your crypto. You should try a meme coin. Those can do the craziest things in a couple of days. We're here for some crazy utility because you know what, guys? I don't want this crypto to go up and straight back down within a couple of days because of a pump, because of an announcement. No, I want this coin to go up and stay up because of the utility and most around it, basically. That's what I personally would want. Let's see what we got for today. So there's also a video here by the digital asset investor. He asks for our personal opinion. So by now, I have covered about a freaking 1,000 videos, it feels like, of William Hinman and Jay Clayton and whatnot, and all those people, some we call them crooks, at the SEC. Let's watch this one and see what we think together. I like when I'm doing a live stream like that, so you guys can actually react to it on the spot. Okay, so let's go to the start. Here's the start. Let's go.
I think we've been careful not to react too quickly or to overreact react to things. And we, in the case of Ether, as we see it develop, as we interact with market participants who are engaged in Ether transactions, we keep gathering information. And at some point we say to ourselves, well, this is something that we should make clearer. In its current state, we don't see value regulating it. So we're trying to be transparent and practical as we provide more guidance.
And obviously, for all of you that do not get it, the fun part comes in the fact that the SEC themselves says they've never given the clarity and that they are still deciding. Yet in this video, it really seems as if they looked at Ethereum, saw the problems, and that's why they gave, for example, the William Hinman speech and whatnot, because they want to provide clarity for the entire crypto market, right? Because that's literally what they're saying right here. Now, they denied the request when people asked if this speech was done to give clarity, because once more, it's not an SEC official opinion. It's a personal opinion from William Hinman. Yet the question that still arises is, what exactly was that speech given for if it was not to give clarity and it was just his own opinion? Because it did give clarity, right? And they knew that, right? So that gets kind of strange. And that's a little bit of an interesting line that we are seeing right now. But I guess we'll find all those facts out as the lawsuit progresses, and that's the fun part about this video right now, or the live stream, I should say. I've been checking out. There's nothing new that came out, except for the fact that you should all understand, this lawsuit, the SEC v. Ripple lawsuit, has now actually doubled in importance. Partially because the Ripple test has become more practical / important because of the Coinbase, but also because the Coinbase part of things are also going to start moving the ball now. More and more people will be putting pressure on the SEC, and more people will be looking for these videos of what the SEC gave in terms of guidance. More people will be looking for where exactly the SEC made a mistake, and more people will look for what exact, to the dot, type of guidance that the SEC give to people. So first of all, as I just said, they just chose a battle with Ripple, which was hard but feasible. Now they chose a battle with Ripple, with the biggest exchange in the entire America, and with a way bigger part of the crypto community now. They really messed up, if you were to ask me. If they did this, Ripple first and then a little bit later the SEC, Coinbase, might have worked out if Ripple lost, for example. But if Ripple won, they know it's really hard for them to go after different crypto companies. And specifically, going two at a time, you guys know what they say about two at a time, right? Can be really fun for some people, but it's definitely a lot to handle. And in this specific regard, the exact same thing applies. It can be kind of fun in theory, but it's going to be very difficult. And one thing it reminds me of, guys, is like John Deaton here said. Let's not forget, in 2019, Ripple bought a 9% stake of MoneyGram, and the SEC was well aware that Ripple was distributing XRP to MoneyGram Incorporated. I think Incorporated maybe, which in return was selling that XRP into the secondary market to you and I. The SEC did absolutely nothing, but the SEC now claims that the same XRP is a security. Let's think one backwards, which is a little bit of a threat here. Martin said, so guys, do you think the recent announcements from the SEC regarding investigating Uniswap, which was a couple of weeks ago, and suing Coinbase, which was just a couple of days ago, if they continue with their plans to offer a rewards program, is there a way to combat the fair notice defense if litigation would move forward? And Jeremy says, obviously Coinbase is going to have a harder time with the fair notice defense since the SEC has told them its lending program is a no-no. And what that is referring to is Ripple now is saying, SEC, you never really warned us that we're doing something wrong and there wasn't any clarity, so you can't really sue us for it now because how could we know there was something wrong? Coinbase is not going to have that easy of a defense, which again is really nice for Ripple because they do have it. Because the SEC now, before they launched it, said, you shouldn't. If it had only told Ripple the same back in 2018-19, we wouldn't be in this ridiculous position we are watching unfold in the Ripple case. Because once more, Ripple is now arguing that there wasn't clarity, and the SEC is saying, well, we didn't give it to you, but you still should have known. Bratter said, they did tell Ripple to stop selling XP though. I know it's not clarity, but it is something they might use. What? Haha, so say Hinman, where's the proof? If they actually said to Ripple over communications, there would be email records, etc. None of this has come to light. I smell a complete lie. Because I have also never seen that before, to be honest with you. But John Dean has a good reply to that, saying Hinman testified that he told them XRP is security at a meeting in 2020, only a few months, however, before the lawsuit was filed. And I guess the SEC could argue that they had notice for about 3 months. And that's the problem here. I think that's not relevant enough for the judge. I think the judge and the SEC and Ripple all know that this 3 months here is when Ripple was already being investigated for over 2 years. And so most likely the 3 months prior, they already knew a lawsuit was coming. They already knew everything. And so that I don't think that really applies anymore. And again, together with the fact that just 2 years, I don't remember exactly the date, exactly the month that this whole entire MoneyGram thing went down. But just, let's say 2 years, about 1 year prior, let's say, Ripple is still in the good because XRP was fine to be sold if it was MoneyGram. Because once more, guys, Ripple, a US company, wanting to buy into MoneyGram needs approval from the SEC. So in this specific regard here, the SEC looked at exactly what their plan was. They looked at, okay, the MoneyGram is going to sell XRP to the market, which is funded by Ripple. Okay, that's all good. Mind you, that they've been investigating Ripple for over a year at this point, yet they still said yes. Interesting, isn't it? Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And now, guys, if you're watching this video right now and you want to help the channel out a little bit, make sure that you press that like button. There's a lot of negative Nancy's in the chat box, but a lot of lovely people too. Once more, I appreciate every single one of you for just stopping by, saying hi. You guys are all amazing. But once more, those likes help the channel perform a little bit better. You don't have to press it for me in the sense that don't just press it because I say so. Only press it if you really think that I'm saying some stuff that's enjoyable or you want to help out the channel a little bit. So that's all I'm saying. And if you see yourself in the chat box here, go say hi. Say hi in the chat box. Oh. Maybe it's delayed a little bit. RZ sees himself, maybe. Say hi if you can see yourself in the chat box. Maybe it's a little bit laggy. Sup, crew? Hi. Okay, you guys are seeing yourself. It's a little bit laggy, I guess. There's a lot of time in between. All right, let's take that off again before somebody screws it up for everybody and says something crazy. We don't want to get in trouble yet again. Let's quickly see, guys. Do you have any questions? Because I'm seeing some of you guys say some stuff. Spencer says, the longer the lawsuit goes on, the more time for mass adoption of crypto. Just hoping Ripple win crypto adoption is much higher. We're in a bull market and people are valuing utility more. So Spencer makes a very good point over there. To be honest with you guys, I'm going to be completely open here. The longer that the lawsuit takes, the most likely, the better that the XRP price will do. Because the further we are into this bull run, most likely the more excited people will get about a conclusion like this. We have now seen 100 times gains with Cardano. We have seen 100 times gains with Solana. People really are waiting for XRP. They really, really are. And a lot of people are speculating that can go crazy. And as long as we're in a bull run, the further we are into it, the more that people have seen the crazy gains, so the more excitement there is. But more importantly, the more adoption we will have, and the more certain people are that crypto is here to stay. And so I firmly believe that if this stuff all happened at the beginning of 2020, we wouldn't have nearly gotten as high as we can right now. Back then, I was telling you guys, right, when they just got sued, which is the end of 2020 actually, when they just got sued, I told you all, I think we'll do 10 times gains, at least. But fun fact, the price hit 17 cents at the time. And we've actually already done those 10 times gains that I was referring to. So if we do 10 times gains now, that is like almost 50 or something times gains from what I said back then, which is crazy, but I still think it's very much possible for XRP. I think a lot more is possible, but the longer that we wait, the crazier basically the expectations are getting, in my opinion. Because back then, I couldn't have thought that one little lawsuit decision was going to get the price instantly to, for example, $10 or so. Now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, $10 per XRP isn't even that high, to be honest with you. That's what I'm thinking now. And I could have never thought this a couple of months ago. Spread Theta Decay says you shouldn't buy this coin if you have a timetable. Yeah, if you really are in a hurry, it's in my own opinion best to go scramble around with some really shitty coins to try do something really crazy quickly. This is a coin for hodlers, or for that matter traders, that either know what they hold or who don't mind waiting for a little bit. Somebody says, will Coinbase relist? 2 ways, 3 ways. 1, Coinbase gives no F about the SEC anymore. They want to prove a point about crypto. That's one reason why they could. 2 is the SEC issues a no action letter. Not going to happen. And 3, we get some clarity from either Coinbase's side completely or Ripple's side So the chance that Coinbase is going to relist is rather small in the near future. All right. XRP Judge, this is something I actually don't know too much about. XRP Judge video meeting on Tuesday, and then Sunshine Act meeting on Wednesday. Learzite, what do you think? So apparently there's an SEC open meeting and many other public events or webcast on the September 15th, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is just the SEC. I'm not exactly sure the judge video meeting is all about. I'm assuming what this person means is this Tuesday, guys. The SEC has to set... Oh, I'm going to make a video about that later today, all right? I got you guys, because I need to explain that a little bit further. What's going to happen Tuesday, basically, is the SEC is going to have to send all their... at least a good portion of their documents over to the judge for her to review it, and a redacted version to Ripple as well, for which she can basically see if the SEC was correct in privileging all their info or wrong. And that's going to be really, really interesting, guys. So that's also coming up not too long from now. Let's see, because I have a lot of stuff opening on the top. We just covered these two already, luckily. Don't take this the wrong way. This is an interesting... Okay, guys. Controversial. Quickly putting a disclaimer here. Don't take this the wrong way. But seeing Jay Clayton with his son in a picture or a video, I think, has humanized him. Hating your heart does not help you. I let a lot go last night. Let's focus on the positive and win things for this thing together. So there was basically a video where you could see Jay Clayton, I don't know, eating or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. And I actually saw quite a lot of people say that seeing that video of Jay Clayton just being a human made it a lot better for them. Now, personally, I don't really feel the same way. I feel as if Jay Clayton, even though he's a human being, I mean, I knew that from the get-go. Own opinion, right? I don't want to put any dirt in his name for it's not due, but I feel as if he's gone through a couple of really shitty actions throughout his journey here. By suing Ripple, it's just a douchebag move. Now, you can say, oh, but he's still douchebag move regardless. So, it's not that I hate him from the core of my heart. It's not that I'm going to go outside and spam those billboards and stuff like that. But I can still say he's pretty much a douchebag for doing that. Unless, again, his reasons are justified, but that's the entire question. If we can figure out whether or not he's a real crook, I would be a lot better off. But just seeing him have some dinner doesn't make me feel better. Not exactly sure how that is supposed to work. Just knowing he's a human doesn't make me all of a sudden like him or something like that. And no, I don't want to focus on the positive things because, once more, think about it. How can you think about the positive things when he caused the negativity? How is that supposed? Where's the positive side of Jay Clayton? And he stopped a lot of people from getting scammed with the SEC. Fair, all right, that's good about Jay Clayton. But for the Ripple lawsuit, he didn't do nothing good. At least if you were to ask me. If he did, I don't know about it. So I'd kind of disagree, but it's a controversial piece. Maybe some of you guys disagree with me again. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Crypto Eri just shared special graphic for the Japanese market, published in Forbes Japan on the 9th, showing how Japan's SBI VC Trade, the exchange which is again now just partnered up with Tao, which we just covered, helps facilitate XRP's ODL, which is again uses XRP, in a remittance to the Philippines, working with Coins.ph on the other hand. Okay, very interesting. Official Emi Yoshikawa, she also shared it. Okay, so it's just to show that this is official stuff on Forbes. It's not just some random guy posting it. And it basically is just the way that these things usually go, right? Again, you have SBI Remit here, which is the remittance company or subsidiary of SBI, basically sending their yen over to SBI VC Trade, which is the exchange. They basically, through Ripple, most likely, that's what this means, send it over through XRP. They can change their Japanese yen to XRP. It gets transferred over the XP ledger to Coins.ph, which is an exchange in the Philippines. It then gets changed to Philippine pesos, and from the Coins.ph, they basically send it out to whatever guy or whatever thing would want it over in that area. That's obviously how XRP's ODL just works in any country for that matter. It's just you have one side, a company, and potentially an exchange, and you have XRP in the middle of all these things. Not that crazy. Let's see what you guys are saying. Love you, brother. Love all you guys, man. Once more, you guys are all appreciated. By the way, a little quick heads up. I haven't put it in the description just quite yet, but there's 2 Telegram links, and you guys might want to check them out. Again, not for everybody, but some people might like it. It's basically a Telegram for alerts and a Telegram group. So the alerts is basically a little Telegram here where you guys can get a notification every time that I post a video, because I'm going to put it in there. All right, that's because a lot of you guys don't get notifications apparently. So I'll leave a link in the chat box. You guys can join that Telegram if you want to. There we go. Okay. And another one is the DustyBC Telegram group. I just made a group here for you guys all to chat in if you want to. Once more, don't feel pressure to join, but if you want to, it is there. All right. So just quickly letting you guys know that it exists. And I'll also put a link for that one in the chat box. It'll only be a couple of days, and then I'll just put it to the bottom of my descriptions. But for right now, I'm just talking about it a little bit because I think a lot of you guys might be interested in it, and you might have not known that that we have those, basically. So once more, if you use Telegram, make sure you check those out. All right, moving on, because we shouldn't stay too long with some of those statements. Crypto Fear and Greed Index. Well, the only thing I have to say about that one, guys, is even though people, they think the Crypto Fear Index is so important or, yeah, really indicates something, it's a metric that shows a lot of different things added together. However, it's a lagging indicator because what it does, it measures how people are feeling in the past, what just happened, and it basically uses that data to say something about the current stance. The problem is many people look at the exact same thing, and obviously this Fear and Greed Index, moves with the price. So if the price goes up tomorrow, you'll see that the Fear and Greed Index also goes up. If the price goes down, index goes down. There's a logical sense in that, right? But looking at the index being at 40 doesn't mean that the next day or the next day is going to be negative. It could well be that today it's 40, tomorrow it's going to be 90, because all of a sudden people get extremely bullish. You know, so don't attach too many emotions to indicators or too many decisions on indicators, specifically not one that is lagging. If you, for example, hold your dear life onto a Fibonacci, okay, but you're trying to, how do you say it? Not expect, predict the future, different. But if you're using an MA, for example, to predict everything, I personally think it's more important if you want to, point out some resistance or support, but not necessarily like breakout points and where it's going to get to. But all right, my personal thought process. Lawmaker says India. Hey guys, where are you all watching from right now? Who's from India in the chat box? Or where are you guys all watching from? Right now, it is about 6:15 p.m. for me. And actually, guys, I'm going to stop recording in about a couple of minutes from here, like when I'm done with my story, because I'm going to go bowling. I have not bowled in a very long time, but I think it's going to be fun. All right. Do you guys do any like, is bowling an official sport? I think so, huh? Yeah. Should I become a professional bowler to get those, those XRP pins in and strike them all out? Wow, look at, this is actually crazy. Guys, we got Kuwait, we got Aruba. Those are some stuff I don't really see too often here. Okay, we also have some people from India in the chat box. Philippines, I think, what's NJ? New Jersey, maybe? We got Norway. We got a lot of different places here. Dallas, South Africa, Tampa. Wow, guys. UK almost always is like one of the most represented places in the chat box. And USA, I guess also, but because that's more, people usually say their states, a little bit more difficult. All right. So lawmaker says India's crypto laws will be distinct and unique. The chairman of India's Parliamentary Standing Committee on Finance, Sinha, discussed India's crypto legal guidelines Wednesday at an event held by the Blockchain and Crypto Asset Council of the Internet and Mobile Association of India. The legislator declared that India's crypto laws would be distinct and unique, adding, "We have to balance stability and growth, but we recognize how important this whole area of crypto is. Since India's capital account is not entirely convertible, Sinha stated it is not viable for India to observe the crypto rules employed by advanced nations," which is a peculiar statement to make, in my own opinion. He made it clear that India's crypto policies will not be similar to those of the United States, Japan, or even El Salvador, which recently made Bitcoin legal tender. Instead, the lawmaker elaborated, let me quickly see, I typed in something wrong on my phone. All right, perfect. There we go. Quote, "Our solution will have to be distinct and uniquely simply because of our unique circumstances," end quote. So that's India for you, I guess. I don't know exactly why the thought process is like that over there. But hey, every country has their own freaking way of dealing with things, and it's interesting. Now, I also saw this, though. Kashif posted over on his Twitter that the government is looking to define non-fungible tokens in the cryptocurrency draft bill from ET, from the Economic India Times. Interesting. I guess it's also an important thing. If I were a regulator myself, I would definitely go for NFTs first. I think the NFT realm is just filled with like 90% money laundering. Because, guys, literally, if you have let's say a little bit more. If you have $1 million in crypto that you illegally got, right? You sell your own NFT for $1 million to an unknown buyer, and you just give your $1 million to the IRS or whatever as income because you don't know who exactly bought your art. How can you do KYC in a decentralized web like that? You just got yourself a freaking, you just washed your freaking money. I don't know how else to say it. So that stuff should really be looked at. I know it's not possible to regulate every NFT platform, but it's freaking stupid. It really is. And I'm not sure exactly how they're going to be able to fix it. But damn, right? It's really crazy. It really is. Now, the SEC opposes Ripple requests related to controversial Howey tests. We talked about this a little bit before. I'm actually going to give this a little bit more thought later, though, guys, as I'm going to be going over, as I said before, what's about to happen Tuesday. Let me write it down so I don't forget. Can you type, Dusty? Cover what's going to happen to XRP lawsuit Tuesday. There we go, enter. So don't forget to do that, because a lot of you guys most likely don't remember anymore. Let me quickly share again the Telegram group in the chat box. There's, by the way, also a Discord in the description. That's where a lot of people usually hang out and go into a voice call with each other. Once more, maybe you guys like that type of stuff. If you don't, you don't. And once more, if you're watching right now, we got about 800 people watching, which is amazing. We got to about 260 likes, guys. If you want to, make sure you press that like button. Let's get to 300 likes. If all of you guys press it, we could instantly be at 900, maybe even 1,000, because maybe 100 of the people watching right now have pressed it. But I know you guys don't want to give them to. I know a lot of you guys don't want to press it for some unknown reason. But theoretically speaking, right, it helps the video out. It doesn't cost you anything. It just helps the video perform a little bit. See, guys, this is what happens. And it just makes the video perform a little bit. I even saw a video today which said that if people actually download your videos, for example, YouTube thinks crazy stuff about it. And people with YouTube Premium, for example, they can actually do crazy things for your YouTube metrics and stuff like that. I didn't know, but there's so many freaking tactics, most likely, that people use to make their videos even a lot better or give it a big boost. I don't know about all that crazy stuff, guys. But once more, you guys are all amazing for pressing that like button. It just helps the video out, as I've said before. All right, let's see. Is Bitcoin's legal tender status causing currency chaos in El Salvador? We talked about this. It does. It is a very big problem right now. Over in El Salvador, people don't want Bitcoin. A lot of people over there, they really literally don't care about that Bitcoin because they think it's a scam. They think the government is trying to steal their money. And now that most likely more employers and more parts are going to kind of start to go for a Bitcoin standard because it's kind of a new thing right now, more and more people are going to hate this crypto, which is not that nice. Then again, does it really matter for the overall adoption? No, because if a country accepts it, doesn't mean that everybody needs to be paid in Bitcoin or anything like that. However, it'll most likely also allow for some of the higher ups over there to really do some shady stuff with their Bitcoin. And here it says, according to a survey by Statista, the majority of El Salvadorians did not know the price of Bitcoin in dollars. Less than 20% of the respondents answered correctly. Currency chaos in El Salvador. El Salvador public estimation of the price of one Bitcoin in dollars. So about 21% of the respondents. Let's actually check this out. This is in El Salvador. Jelly said hi. All right. Hi, Jelly. Okay, so about 21% of the respondents said Bitcoin is most likely less than or equal to $1. About 12% said between $1 and $100. About 1% said between 100 and 1,000. About 2% between 1,000 and 10. 5% between 10 and 30. 18% $30,000 and higher. And about 40% of the people did not know. So let's actually say it differently. About 18% of the people, less than 20% of the people, knew the price of Bitcoin or guessed correctly, which leads me to believe that about 15% of the people that they questioned knew. Because, again, out of this 18%, a couple of people are guessing, right? Most likely. Quite a lot of people are guessing. That is very peculiar. That is very, very peculiar. Damn. How? But yeah, I think that's going to be a hefty thing over in El Salvador, because people really, at least when I watch the news, they don't like Bitcoin at all. At least none of the people that I've heard on that news are really against it. Dusty, leave crypto for a change. Entertain us, bro. I mean, crypto is kind of entertaining, if you were to ask me. I mean, I enjoy this stuff. I like it. I mean, trading, I guess, last couple of days has been really joyful as well. I told you guys yesterday DOT was doing exciting, and DOT was really doing exciting even today still. Did you guys check it out? Let me see quickly if I can check it out. So, over on my Twitter yesterday, I said DOT is performing like a beast, right? Because I said I think DOT is up like 5% or so. DOT, I think, has only kept performing even since I said that. Because right now, actually, I saw a couple of people in the Telegram talk to me about it, and in Discord. Let's see where DOT is right now. DOT is at 34 bucks. It's been doing pretty damn crazy over the last couple of days, guys. DOT is really, really exciting. Let's see here. So, yeah. I think, I'm not exactly sure how high it's gone, but it's been going pretty damn interesting. So, when did I post this? Let's quickly check that out as well. I posted this 2 a.m. last night. So, DOT most likely was about here. Yeah, pretty interesting how that one has been performing. At least in my opinion, it's been interesting. Let's see what else we got. Cardano with most commits per month in the past year. Yeah, a lot of you guys were waiting on Cardano. That crypto right now is a freaking beast. Mostly on the basis that almost any crypto, it's a buy the rumor, sell the news type of scenario where the coin just increases until the day happens. But for Cardano, even though it's the 12th right now, the crypto really hasn't come down that much. So that really shows you that either their marketing campaign was done in a really smart manner, or people are just really excited about Cardano. You know, that they even buy the news, basically, not only the rumor. So in terms of commits, they've been really exciting. People have been wondering. So the smart contracts are launching, but where are the dApps? Now, Cardano's Alonso hard fork is not without its critics, definitely. Alonso mainnet is launching today, bringing smart contracts to Cardano. The testnet launched earlier this month and attracted some criticism. Cardano creators, input-output stand by their choice of technology for the hard fork. And generally speaking, they're pretty excited about the entire process. I think it's going to happen. UTC, I want to say, UTC 2130. So I'll most likely be done bowling at the time, and I'll get you guys an update. We'll most likely do an ADA stream a little bit later today to watch the price and watch how things are moving along. Because I would have expected the price to come down really hard, but it didn't, which is once more very peculiar. And a lot of things are happening in a really fun manner for Cardano. But this is a major update, major decision. Anthony said, Cardano is the biggest joke in crypto. Its very existence is an insult to the industry, which Charles Hoskinson had a rebuttal on, but he basically said, seriously, 6 years of peer-reviewed research and a $90 billion market cap later, and the first dApp of Cardano can't even concurrent transactions processing. Can't do that. AKA the very thing you need for DeFi. Charles Hoskinson had a rebuttal to it all. But I guess we'll see tonight as things go live, because Charles said nothing to really worry about, nothing really bad going on. People are just trying to FUD. I'm going to say, let us see. All right, let us see in the near future, because I would say for right now that it's more exciting than sad, if you guys get my drift with Cardano. At least that is me. So, guys, once more, if you're watching right now, let's get to 500 likes. There's been almost 10,000 people who turned this stream on, which is still sometimes mind-boggling to me, that 10,000 people can come say hi to this stream and just come out and chill out. It's really amazing. Somebody says, don't lie, Dusty. It's weird but lovely. What do you mean with that? We don't really often get above 500 likes during a stream. And normally, if we do get above there, it's at like the hour mark or so. I think this might be the quickest 500 likes that I've ever gotten on a stream. That is not like a Ripple v SEC hearing. Are you guys in a good mood today? That is amazing. I don't think we've ever done that this fast. Maybe it's also because the channel is growing and you guys are getting more and more, I don't know, you guys are getting nicer by the day maybe. A lot of you guys are always supporting though, don't get me wrong. I know it, guys. I'm also feeling good today. I'm having a really good day. I'll show you guys who won, all right? I'm gonna do my best to put the Dusty BC team on the map, all right? When we go bowling just now in about an hour, maybe, I'll prove that we don't miss. All right, literally and figuratively, we're not gonna miss. I'm gonna win this for y'all because I got to. I mean, we got to. Here, look at the Holland representing as well. Nate Lund. Wagwan Dusty, my G. What's up, my friend? Hello from Canada. Hello, RP. What's up, guys? Abby says, "Oh my God, my dude, where have you been on Dusty, dude? Careful, there's some nice SEC spy on your channel." Yeah. What if the guy that took my channel down was just was like an SEC little insider? Right? They're like, this guy is talking too much about XP in the lawsuit. Take his channel down. Because once more, it was a sad story about my channel getting taken down, but we got it back, guys. So ultimately, all is good. Here was XP Huobi Tide Troubles, crypto exchange down, Solana. We'll talk about all this news a little bit later. By the way, for all of you that did not know as well, a little side note. I sometimes have to keep announcing these things because I sometimes think, no, you guys all know, but then I see how many new people join the channel every single day. I actually have a second channel too. It is called 5 Minute Crypto. You might want to follow it. Once more, completely up to you. Maybe it's your content, maybe it is not. It's not actually too much about XRP. I try to do XRP mostly on this channel and just general crypto news over there. If that is your niche, if that's your stuff, make sure you check it out. A lot of fun videos, and they're usually right around 5 minutes. That's kind of my, the part I wanted to get to. All right, so once more, you might want to check that out. I'll leave a link. Oh, I keep having to share links. I'll leave a link as well somewhere down. And did we hit 500 likes, guys? Let's quickly check it out. Did we hit it? Lag. We're 5 likes away, guys. If you haven't pressed that button yet, make sure you press that button. Let me also share with you guys the link down there. There we go. We're 5 likes away. I'm not sure we're gonna get there. Yeah, there we go, guys. You are all amazing. This is the fastest 500 likes I think we've ever hit on the channel. Within half an hour. I have never, I think, had that before. Woo! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Ooh, okay, that's good. I don't know exactly what now, because, I mean, not that much is going to happen now, but I guess it's pretty exciting, you know? What is this? Wait a minute, what is this? What just happened? What is yam? What just happened here? I've never heard of this crypto before in my life. It's down 23% from its all-time high. What is yam? Why is there a yam all of a sudden in the top of the market cap, huh? And again, this is what I said, guys. This is because of the volume, right? This coin only has $1 million worth of volume, only 150K liquidity, so it shouldn't be at the top here because the market cap shouldn't be respected. However, for some strange reason, Live CoinWatch thinks that $1 million worth of volume is enough to respect the 75-cent price right now, so this shouldn't be there. What happens at 500 likes? I take my clothes off. That's usually what... No, let's not say that too loud. All of a sudden I get another ban. Let's not do that. What happens is... I don't know. Elrond is doing like a beast, by the way. Adam is doing like a beast. Tron is doing good. Tron used to be my favorite crypto for a long time, which is funny, ironical, because right now I'm not really that much of a Tron fan anymore. Tron used to be so cool because Justin Sun was a beast. He was so good with the promos. He was so good with his process. It was really nice. But nowadays, Justin Sun is... He's kind of faded into obscurity, mostly because of his false promises and some investigations of Tron. But Bitrue, I guess, is a really good part of it, and the ecosystem is growing piece by piece, so that is true. Yeah, market cap is at 9 million. Yeah, the market cap here, this is fake. All right, it says 15 billion. That is fake, manipulated. Once more, it shouldn't be respected, like I've told you guys like 1,000 times before, because of the volume. Keep the clothes on, please. You don't decide what we do, my friend. Only hot chicks are allowed to take their clothes off? How do you know I'm not a hot chick, bro? What are you saying? Maybe I identify as one. What you trying to do? You trying to start this one? Don't try me, my friend. Don't try me in that regard. No, guys, but even though I don't want to end it, I really find this one of the most crazy streams I've done in a really good while. You guys are amazing today, really. Really amazing, really nice energy. All you guys are amazing in the chat box. I'm going to have to go. I have to go drive to the bowling alley. Once more, I'm going to kick some ass in the bowling section. Let's get those strikes. If I score, I don't even know how the point system works anymore. How much can you get in total? Like 220? In total. Because if you get a strike, then the first one is doubled or something like that. If I get above 150 points, and you know what? I'll just take a screenshot anyway. If I'm proud of it, I'll show it to you. But in the car now, I'm going to have to watch some bowling videos, right? I'm going to have to see exactly how to work on my style. Because once more, we don't miss. Told you guys before, right? If I'm gonna play some sport, I don't want to freaking lose. Again, same thing for XRP. We don't miss, we don't lose. We're gonna get this done. Dusty sounds like a blonde guy, huh? Keep thinking what I am. It's gonna be interesting. I identify as an attack helicopter. How did you know? All right, that was it for today's video, guys. Or I'll get back to a couple of live streams later. Once more, make sure you press that little link in the chat box to get to the Telegram, because in that Telegram, you're going to be notified every time we upload something new. And the problem is, guys, over on freaking YouTube here, usually you will not get notifications when I upload, because that's just the system. That's just the way it works, all right? But if you're in the Telegram, I'll upload every single time a little notifications in there. Let's quickly preview so you guys can see. All I do is just share a link in here every time I go live or I post a video so that you're up to date. And that's basically it, all right? So once more, if you want to be notified, make sure you check that out. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. You guys are all amazing. You got to know, pump it up. You got to pump it up. You got to know.